quick update. Had my second chemo treatment yesterday. It went well, very uneventful, no fire alarms this time, and I feel pretty good. Felt pretty good, a little tired, but pretty good last night. I think I slept pretty well. I did wake up about 4 a.m. with a little bit of a headache, and had a hard time going back to sleep. I think that's probably when the Benadryl wore off, because I had the same pre-medicine for the second visit. So they give you a Benadryl, a Pepsid, and then an injection of dexamethasone, which is a steroid, and an injection of Aloxi, which is anti-nausea, which is supposed to last a couple of days. And I would say that based on last week, that is accurate. The first day of chemo, the day after chemo, and most of the second day, I didn't have any nausea at all. I think it was the end of the second day or in the afternoon there where I started to feel just a little woozy, and took the medicine that they told me to take, Compazine. Took one of those and it went away, and I only had one other time during the whole week of nausea, and that was when I ate a lot. I ate a big fatty meal, which was basically just pork belly, and I ate late that day. So it was like, I ate it over the course of maybe an hour and a half, because I just kept munching on it because I just couldn't stop. And probably 8 o'clock at night, which is really late for me. Usually I'm kind of done eating by 6:30 or 7, or if everything happens later, 7:30 is my absolute, don't have anything to eat after 7:30. And then I woke up that night in the middle of the night, 4:30 in the morning, or 2:30. I don't remember what time it was now. But I woke up that night late and I was nauseous, and I think that was just because I ate too late over the week. So I did okay last week for the first week. Second treatment went well. I feel good today. I got up at 6:30. I got up a little bit later than normal, head out for our walk. We walked about a mile, a little bit more than a mile. And then I had my breakfast, 2 eggs, a couple slices of bacon, and my coffee with heavy whipping cream, and some of my morning supplements and vitamins today. I did not take many supplements yesterday because I usually don't take them the day of chemo, just so that I don't have so much going through my system. I took a few today. I don't take all of my supplements every day. So today I will probably have modified citrus pectin after dinner. But this morning I took my first 2 medicines in the morning before my walk, which is my pantoprazole and minocycline that I take for gastric reflux and hidradenitis. And I've been taking those for years. So those are, I've actually cut those dosages way down on Carnivore. I only take the pantoprazole in the morning, and I take half of the size, the dosage that I used to take it 40 milligrams twice a day. Now I take 20 milligrams once a day, and that's it. So I took that this morning first thing when I wake up, and the 50 milligrams of minocycline. And then I went for my walk. I came home, had breakfast, and just kind of sitting, relaxing now. Did a little stretching, checking emails and stuff. And I am having a second cup of coffee today. Again, just a little bit on the tired side, but otherwise I feel fine. So that's my update. Oh, one other thing I noticed, because I got the Keto Mojo glucose and ketone meter, and I've been just this week just kind of randomly taking readings at various times throughout the day. So I'll take it first thing when I wake up, I've taken a few times first thing as soon as I wake up. I'll do the glucose and ketone test to test for the GKI and to see if I am in ketosis. Often first thing in the morning. It hasn't even been a week, but probably 4 days I have not been in ketosis first thing in the morning. A couple times I took it before I went for my walk, and a couple times I took it after I went for my walk. But either way, I hadn't eaten anything before taking that. So it's a fasting glucose along with ketones. This morning, and then I'll take it sometimes right after a meal. Sometimes I'll take it an hour after a meal. Sometimes I'll take it right before bed. So I'm just kind of randomly getting readings to kind of get a baseline. And my plan is that I'll be able to go to testing, twice a day or once a day, just to make sure that I'm maintaining ketosis. I'm just trying to figure out what is the best time to test at this point. So what I noticed is, because this week I tested right before chemo and I was in a pretty high level of ketosis. I tested last night and my blood glucose went way up. And so one of the side effects of dexamethasone is that it can raise your blood sugar. So it's interesting. My glucose has been in the 90s mostly when I test it. That's fasting, and then it'll go up to maybe 100, 111, usually not fasted. So after I eat, it will raise, but so do the ketones because I'm usually eating good amount of fat in each meal. And yesterday during chemo, I had some of the carnivore chicken nuggets that I made yesterday or the day before. So they were cold, and along with some triple cream brie cheese, which is very high fat to protein ratio, and a little bit of clotted cream, which is also high in fats, 55% fat. I had maybe a teaspoon of that, not very much, but I stuck it in there, and 4 of my little candy mold brown butter bites, salted brown butter bites. So that was my fat. And actually the carnivore chicken nuggets are ground chicken, but in them was some ricotta cheese, full fat ricotta cheese, 0 carb, and they're dipped in egg and rolled in pork panko. So they're pretty high in fat too. I don't know what the percentage is. I'll have to see if anybody that I got the recipe from has a macro, or if there's a way for me to figure that out. I really don't know how to figure out macros. So that's what they're made of. So it's pretty high fat as well. So those were my foods that I brought. And I also brought maybe a half a cup of blueberries as well, just because they're in season and I love them. And so the blueberries could also have contributed to the blood glucose, but I think I've been having a handful of blueberries here and there just about every day. So I don't think that's it. I think it's the dexamethasone that does. So chemo day, my blood sugar does go up. And this morning I was not at all in ketosis. But I am now. So I tested first thing when I woke up this morning, and then went for a walk. I ate my meal and waited an hour and tested again. And I am now in a moderate level of ketosis. So when actually before I went for my walk, after I tested this morning, I had 2 brown butter bites. Then we went for our walk. And then I came home and had the 2 eggs, about 2 strips of bacon, and my coffee with heavy whipping cream. And then tested again, and the ketones are up now. So it's just interesting. I'm just learning this stuff too as I go, and if anybody has a really good explanation of all of that or any other insight into that, please leave it in the comments. And that's it. That's my update. Thanks.